In previous video, we have just discussed about what is Selenium, right? Okay. So today, in this video, we'll understand how to install Selenium, right? So we are using Selenium with Python. So we are learning Selenium with Python, right? Okay. So let us understand how do we install Selenium and how do we configure um, the project with Selenium, right? So how do we configure Python project with Selenium? Okay. And before we start installing, there is a prerequisite here, right? So to start with the Selenium, please install Python in your system, and also you should get pip, right? So because so we have to install Selenium using pip. That comes only when you have installed Python. So the prerequisite here is you must have Python installed in your system already, and also install any of the Python IDE, right? Okay, so preferably use PyCharm. Okay, so there are a lot of IDEs available, but okay, so install PyCharm. So which is one of the best IDE for us in order to write the Python programs, right? Okay, so this is these two are the prerequisites in order to start with Selenium with Python. Okay, so then first let us start understanding. Okay, so how to install Selenium in our system. Let's understand. Okay, how to install Selenium in simple steps. Okay, so it won't be so complex. But make sure that you have this Python installed, so you have the pip in your system pip. To install Selenium, open terminal in your system, and could be in Mac or could be in Windows, wherever it is. Just open terminal, and before that, right, we verify first. Okay, so let us verify whether Selenium is already installed in our system or not. Okay, so first let us verify the existing installation of Selenium. See if Selenium is already installed in our system. Okay, so to check if the Selenium is already installed, is you run the command like this: pip show Selenium, pip show Selenium. And then you can see a warning that, okay, so package not found Selenium, which means that, okay, so Selenium is not installed in our system. And in case if the Selenium is already installed in our system, then we would have got, okay, so and so version of the Selenium that you see after the Selenium installation. We will run this command again. Okay, so now let's install Selenium. So to install Selenium, what we should do is, okay, so just run the command pip install Selenium. Now, okay, so the Selenium has been installed. And you can see that, okay, so you can see here, successfully installed Selenium 4.23. So by default, it will, install the latest version of the Selenium. Okay. Again, okay, so let's see, if it is showing Selenium or not. Same command we will run one more time to see the Selenium installation. Pip show Selenium. Okay, so there is a spelling mistake. I'm sorry. Pip show Selenium. Selenium is misspelled there. Yeah, now we can see that. Okay, so you can see the Selenium has been installed. It is recognizing Selenium and it is showing a version, right? And at same time, right? Okay, so if in future, if you want to upgrade Selenium, then you can say like this: pip install. You can run the command like pip install -- upgrade Selenium. Yeah, but okay, so right now it doesn't do any upgrade because we already have the latest version of the Selenium. Okay, but in case if you want to upgrade Selenium, then you run the command pip install upgrade Selenium. Okay, so let me write the command
here. Okay, so to install Selenium, right? So to install Selenium, then you just run the command called pip install Selenium. Then to verify Selenium version or, okay, so Selenium installation, then you can say pip show Selenium. Then to upgrade Selenium, right? To upgrade Selenium, then you can say pip install, and double hyphen upgrade Selenium. Okay. And if you want to uninstall Selenium from your system, then do one thing. So the command looks a little different. So you are uninstalling a Python package or Python module. Then you can say Python -m. You're saying, okay, so Python module, -m stands for module here. So, okay, Python m, okay, then pip uninstall Selenium. And yeah, it is trying to uninstall the Selenium and asking for confirmation yes or no. If you give yes, then you can see that the Selenium is uninstalled, right? Okay, so to uninstall Selenium, right? So to uninstall Selenium, then you have to run a command called Python -m, then uninstall Selenium. Okay, so this is the command, and you have to add pip, sorry. Python -m pip uninstall Selenium. Okay, so we have uninstalled. Now let me reinstall, because we have to use Selenium, for our project, right? So, okay, so we have to, we should have Selenium in our system. So I'm installing Selenium again. I said pip install Selenium. Yeah, Selenium has been installed. So you can install anytime or you can uninstall anytime, no issues.
Then let's understand how do we configure Selenium for our project. Okay. I'm opening PyCharm because, okay, so we are going to use PyCharm as a IDE for us in order to work with the Selenium. So we need one IDE, right? So we are using PyCharm for that. Okay, so I'm just opening PyCharm. Then once you open PyCharm, then you just create, okay, so there is a project already. Now you just create one project. Okay, so to start with, okay, so let us start from the beginning. So let's create a new project. Okay, so then you say file, new project, then give the project name. So by default, it is showing as a Python project. Okay, so I'll just give the project name as Learning Selenium, right? And then, okay, so you can select, the environment version. Okay, so you can select interpreter. Right now, I'm using Python 3.11, and you can use latest version. Okay, so if you have in your system. So I do have Python 3.1. And then, okay, so 3.11. Just create a project. So I'll select as this window. So that's it. Okay, so we have just created a new project. Hope you guys understood so far, right? Okay, so all you do is just open PyCharm IDE, then create a new project. So all you do is just give the project name, that's it. So all remaining will be default settings. Okay, once you create the project, right? Then first, okay, so we have to configure because we have installed Selenium, but in order to use Selenium in our project, we have to configure Selenium in our project. Okay, so how do you configure? Then do one thing. Okay, so if you are using Windows, go to File Settings. Otherwise, if you are using Mac, then you say PyCharm, add Settings. Okay, in Settings, then go to something called, you can see Project and a project name, like Project Learning Selenium, and expand this and select Python Interpreter. And here it is showing the current packages which are added to our project. And you can see like Selenium is not there currently, right, in the package list. So the Selenium must be displayed here in the package list in order to use Selenium in our project. Okay, so now Selenium is already installed in our system. Let's, we have to, add that package to this project. How do you add? So you see like there is a plus button here. It's add button or install button. You click on this and it displays available packages window. And in this, okay, you search for Selenium. And you can see the Selenium has been displayed. If Selenium is installed in your system, then only it gets displayed. Select the Selenium and click on install package. Yeah, so once you click on that, you can see that package Selenium installed successfully, which means that, yeah, Selenium is configured to your project now. You can see Selenium library, but a lot of other libraries have come by default. Okay, so, but Selenium is what we need now. Okay, so click on OK. That, yeah, we are good with, writing Selenium code now in our project. So Selenium installed and Selenium has been configured in our project. We have configured Selenium in our project, right? So we just added the package to our project, Selenium package to our project. Now let's see whether we can use Selenium or not in our project. So just we'll perform a simple step in order to understand whether Selenium is configured or not. So to do that, just create a new py file. Okay, so just create a new py file, right click new and Python file. Just give the file name as basics of Selenium. So because we're just beginners, right? So let's give file name as basics of Selenium. And in the beginning of the file, just write as an import. Then okay, so we will understand this import and all very soon. Okay, import, then you type Selenium dot. Then if you can see this, right? Okay, so import when you say SEL and all, if Selenium has been displayed, or when you say Selenium dot, then WebDriver common, these things are displayed. That means Selenium has been configured to your project properly. So in case like you see, now let me remove that configuration. Let me remove this configuration, like go to file settings, and let me uninstall this Selenium from the project. Okay, now, so Selenium is uninstalled in our project, not from the system, only from this project. Now we say import. Now we can see that Selenium is not coming. Why Selenium is not coming now? Earlier it has come because that package has been removed from the project. So in order to use Selenium in your project, you must have to configure Selenium package to your project. So how do you do that? Go to file, and sorry, not file. Okay, so if you're using Windows, go to file settings, and in Mac, go to PyCharm settings, and select a project, so and so project name, right? So then Python interpreter, click on add, then search for Selenium. Then, okay, so click on install package, select the Selenium and click on install package. Then you can close available packages window and then click on OK. Then, okay, so try again, import Selenium. Yeah, so we got, now we are good. This is how, okay, so you install Selenium and, you configure Selenium to the project. Okay, then, yeah, so how we can start writing Selenium code? Okay, so we'll see it in the next session.